my name is Emmanuela Lodonu. This is group 28 and we worked on a shopping store system. So this shopping store system allows the individual to view the available products, select the product he or she wants to purchase, and then at the end an invoice will be added to the user. We added some features like the login, the payment method, and the timestamp to our code. Okay, so first things first, we need some standard libraries. So we have include stdio, which is for the inputs and the outputs. We have include string, which is for the text, and include time, which is for time. We added a timestamp to the receipt. So here we defined some products. We defined some constants, sorry. So we have maximum products to be 10, telling the compiler that the number of products that we have is 10, and if it exceeds 10, it's not going to run. It's a constant. And we also have maximum cards to be 10. The amount of products an individual can input should be 10. Okay, so we have some data structure tabs. So in structure, we group related items. So struct product, int number, we have int number, char name, float price. Here the char name shouldn't exceed 50. Okay, so we also have structure for cart item. We also have structure cart item, int number, char name, float price, and int quantity. So we have a product list array. Since we defined our related data here, it makes it very simple for the arrays here. So here we have the int, we have the char, and we have the float price. So structure product is equal to maximum product. This is what we told the computer, and up there we said maximum product is 10. So in here it wouldn't be more than 10. So we have maximum list of products with 10. Okay, so now we have the login function, int login. So int name, we have attempts to be 0, maximum attempt is equal to 3. We have int pin. So if the pin that the user input is equal to the correct pin, it's going to print login successful. So let's take this one. So first, before the code, when you run the code, it's going to print a 4-country GCT shopping store system. So while attempt is equal to maximum attempt, print and enter the password. So the password that user will print here should be equal to the 1, 2, 3, 4, the correct pin. So if the pin is equal to the correct pin, print a login successful. Welcome to GCT. Return 1. Return 1 means the program should continue. Else, print F incorrect if the password is not the same as the correct. So attempt ++. This is telling the user that he can continue up to 3 times before it prints sorry, you were not able to log in. Return 0. Yeah, it tells the compiler to stop everything. Thank you. So my other code members will take it from here.
Yes. As she stated earlier on, this program is like a mini online store where you can browse products and add them to your shopping cart and proceed to check out. So I'm going to start with this part of the code, display available products. So with the display available products, the function to display available products, that's what you see here. When a user opens the store, they see a list of items in stock, and then along with their prices and products numbers. So when you see the items with their products numbers and all that stuff, this will help you in the purchase. That's why we have the prices there, the products numbers, and all this stuff. And then when the user finds something they like, they add it to their cart, to their shopping cart. To do this, they enter the products number. Every product has a products number, as we wrote in the code earlier on in the previous lines. Every product has a products number here. So when you add it to when you input the products number and how many, the quantity you want, you add it to the code, you add it to your shopping cart, and then if the item is already in cart, the program simply updates the quantity in the cart. It won't add a duplicate. So if the cart is full, it notifies the user that no more items can be added. So yes, that's what it will do at this side. All these places for the code. Once items are in the cart, the user can now proceed and view their cart at any time. So the function shows a clear breakdown of what they have selected. So if you selected, let's see, some products, two pieces of computers, two pieces of keyboard, it will show you clearly. You just see it, and then the function shows a clear breakdown, as I've said earlier on, including each product's name, product's price, quantity, and the total cost. So if the cart is empty, it tells the user so that they don't get confused. Before checkout, the program calculates the total prices by adding up all the cost of all items in the cart. This ensures the user knows exactly how much they need to pay. So for this program, you don't need to calculate it yourself. Everything is inside. We have done everything for you. Before the checkout, the program calculates the total price by adding up the cost of all items in the cart. This ensures the user knows exactly how much they will need to pay. Finally, when the user is ready, they can check out. The program displays everything in the cart again and shows the total amount due. So basically, this is the user sees this. Basically, the summary of everything is the user sees available products, they add items to their cart, they can review their cart at any time. The program calculates the total price, the program proceeds to check out.
Yes. Yeah, so this has to do with the checkout. So the checkout, it checks the items you've input and cash or more money. If you're paying through cash, it will give you the sum total and the change that will be left. That's what the card. And then previously, it showed that if let's say the cash or price pay is about 500 cedis, will give you a discount of 15%. Yeah. So then, when you do choose to pay through more money, it requests for a PIN, which will be your more money PIN, which you enter and it will make that transaction for you. I think that's all for you. With the time, it gives you a receipt, which the time and date which you bought the items will be displayed. That's literally gives you a timestamp on it.
Hello everyone, my name is Oswald Mensah, a member of G28, and I'm here to talk about the main function of the code. The main function of the code basically tells the compiler what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. Yes, so this is the part where all the code that have been written is being executed. So under this function, our first line of code is the int main function, which we are all aware of, which we all know. And this function serves as the home for all the codes that have been written. So all the codes that have been written both up there and within are being executed here in the int main function. Our next line of code is the definition of certain variables, which is the choice, product ID, and quantity. So our first line of code after executing the code is, or the first thing I'm going to see after executing the code is the part where you are supposed to log in. So the login comes with 3 attempts. Successful attempts will lead you to the next. But if you are not able to log in successfully after the three attempts, you are kicked off or out of the site. If you're able to log in successfully also, you move on to the next stage where the products available are being displayed. And this is the code for that. Those products have already been stored in an array above. So we are just calling them here for them to be displayed onto the user. And now after displaying the available products, a menu is given. A menu is shown, which those codes has already been written and stored again. And this part of the code or this menu asks the user what he or she wants to do, whether he wants to buy something, view his cart, his or her cart, or check out or log out. So the choice of the user, which is in an integer form, is being stored in this function here or in this code, and it is stored as choice. Yes. So now we move on to the next line, which says if your choice, or we use the switch function instead of the if function. So we are saying that if yes, if the choice the person entered is one, then it means the person wants to buy something. So we should ask him these questions. We should ask him what he wants to buy by providing the product ID, and then we are going to store that thing as product ID, and what amount he wants to buy, the number of stuff he wants to buy, and as enter quantity, and we're going to store that as quantity. Now, we are saying that if the quantity in this line of code, if the quantity is greater than 0, then the goods that have been bought, or the goods that have been selected, will be added to cart. It means definitely, since it's greater than 0, definitely it means there's something supposed to be in there. So if, for instance, I order for a mobile phone, and I choose, and the part for the mobile phone is 1, it means it's going to store 1, or the mobile phone, in a cart, so that in case I add something else, it is going to still add it. So when I go and view my cart, I'm going to see the mobile phone and the other thing I ordered. And here it's saying else, meaning if the person enters a number which is less than 0, there's going to be a prompt telling the person to enter a valid number or a positive number, because we don't have any negative code for any product. Now, the second choice is if the choice of the person is true, then it means the person wants to view the things in his or her basket, or in his or her cart. So that is going to be made available for the person to see. And if the choice of the person is 3, then it means he or she is ready to see how much the goods he or she ordered cost, and he is ready to make payment. And under this checkout, there are codes for it. We have 2 ways to check out. We have the cash, paying with cash, or the Momo checkout. Yes. So you choose your choice, and then for convenience, you choose your choice, because maybe someone might not have cash and might have mobile money. So we made it in such a way that everybody will be okay. And one thing here is that the switch loop breaks immediately a choice is selected. So you are going to get the menu again after you've executed, or you are done with the first choice. For instance, if you choose case 1, and which is to add to product or buying of product, you are supposed to finish all the needed things before the menu will be viewed to you again. So after every case, there is a break there, so that the loop is broken until you complete the task under that particular section. And to continue, the last case here is 4. If you enter 4, it means you want to exit the loop. You want to exit the entire program. So if you want to exit the entire program, you choose, or you select 4, and then voila, you are out of the site. So we used this while loop. We use the for while loop for the entire distance. So whenever anybody enters 4, then it means the person is ready to exit the program. And this choice here, it says while choice is not equal to 4. While choice is not equal to 4, you exit. You don't exit. Yes, while choice is not equal to 4, you don't exit. while choice is not equal to 4, don't exit. So immediately choice is 4. So yes, we use a do while loop here. And it says, so do all these codes below. I'm doing the entire code below. Sorry. We are doing the entire code below until the user enters 4. So this code is being run until the user enters 4. Yes, so thank you for that. I'll leave you to, I'll hand over to my next colleague so that he will demonstrate how the entire code works. He's going to run the code for us to see how it works. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, so now we have to run our code. Let's see what we have.
The man is annoyed.
Wait. Oh! Okay, so now we are going to run our code. First off, I'm going to start with an incorrect password. 1, 2, 3. We have the correct password. It has been nice other trial to do it again. So let's use the correct password. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so login successfully. Welcome to G28. This is what we have in stock today. So this is the list of the products we have, and so it's asking us what should you do next? What do you like to do? So we like to add to cart. So product ID, the numbers, what will you like to purchase? So 1, 2, 3 or 4, etc. So I would like to purchase Adidas shoes number 6. Quantity, enter quantity. How would I like to purchase? Maybe I would like to purchase just 3. Okay. Now this is what it has added 3 times Adidas shoe. It's added to cart. So now I would like to view my cart. So I'll press 2. So this is what I have in my cart. Total price is this. So now I want to check out. Checkout is 3. So now it's asking me, this is what I have. How do I want to pay? So I should choose a payment method. So I want to pay through Momo. So I'll enter my PIN. So purchase time, this time around it shows us the payment successful. Thank you for using Momo. Time, it gives us a timestamp to the receipt, and thank you for shopping with us. So now I'm going to exit. So I'll choose 4. Exciting, thank you. Have a blissful day. So this is all about. Thank you very much. We are G28.